Our story begins billions of years ago, a time when the Earth looked vastly different from what we know today. On a volatile young Earth, characterized by intense geological activity and a landscape in constant flux, volcanoes erupted frequently, shaping the terrain. Oceans formed, vast and primordial, covering much of the planet's surface. And in their depths, far removed from the harsh conditions above, chemicals combined to create the building blocks of life, a process of molecular self-assembly in what is often referred to as the primordial soup. The first cells emerged, simple structures enclosed by membranes, tiny, simple, yet full of promise. These early life forms held the potential for all the biodiversity that would follow. These prokaryotes learned to harness energy from their environment, utilizing available resources to fuel their existence, and replicate, making copies of themselves and spreading throughout the ancient oceans, becoming Earth's earliest life, forming vast microbial mats that altered the planet's chemistry. For millions of years, they quietly evolved, adapting to changing conditions and refining their cellular processes, setting the stage for complexity, paving the way for more intricate forms of life to arise. Then, a revolution, a pivotal moment in the history of life. Some cells mastered photosynthesis, a groundbreaking innovation that would forever change the planet. Using sunlight for energy, converting light into chemical fuel and sustaining themselves in a new way, and releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Oxygen transformed the atmosphere, slowly but surely increasing its concentration and altering the chemical composition of the planet, opening new evolutionary pathways, creating opportunities for organisms that could tolerate or even thrive in the presence of oxygen. Out of this new world, eukaryotes arose, a new type of cell with a more complex internal structure. Cells with a nucleus and internal complexity, allowing for greater control and specialization of cellular functions. This leap allowed for new ways of living, enabling cells to perform more sophisticated tasks and interact in more complex ways, and paved the way for multicellular organisms, where cells could cooperate and specialize to form larger, more complex structures. Life was poised for an explosion of diversity, with the building blocks in place for a wide range of new forms to emerge. The journey from simple cells to complex life had begun, a journey that would continue for billions of years. These innovations set the foundation for all future evolution, providing the raw material for the incredible variety of life we see today. The stage was set for the rise of increasingly complex organisms. Animals with their specialized tissues and organ systems, plants with their ability to capture sunlight and create their own food, and eventually, us. Each step built on the last, a continuous process of refinement and adaptation, driving life toward greater complexity, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The world was changing, shaped by both geological forces and the actions of living organisms. And life was the architect, actively modifying its environment and creating new opportunities for further evolution. From humble beginnings, in the depths of the primordial oceans, the seeds of diversity were sown, promising a future filled with an astonishing array of life forms. The story of life was only just beginning, with countless chapters yet to be written. A journey toward incredible complexity had started, a journey that continues to this day. With complex cells, the building blocks of life became far more versatile. These cells, with their intricate internal structures, opened up possibilities previously unimaginable. Life could build bigger, creating organisms of increasing size and complexity. This was a pivotal moment in the history of life on Earth. Multicellular organisms flourished, populating the ancient oceans with a stunning array of forms. The seas became a vibrant cradle of evolution, leading to the Cambrian explosion, a burst of creativity in the oceans. This period saw an unprecedented diversification of life forms. Life experimented with countless forms, pushing the boundaries of biological possibility. Nature was testing the waters, so to speak. Some with shells providing protection against the harsh environment, others with primitive backbones, laying the foundation for the vertebrates to come. The tapestry of life grew richer and more intricate, a complex web of interactions and dependencies. Gradually, life ventured onto land, a daring move into a new and challenging world. First plants, paving the way for other organisms to follow. Then animals, slowly adapting to this new terrestrial existence, adapting to breathe air and walk, overcoming the limitations of their aquatic origins. This monumental transition conquered a new frontier, opening up vast new possibilities for life's expansion. Dinosaurs rose and fell, dominating the earth for millions of years, paving the way for mammals who waited patiently in the wings. Our ancestors were small, shrew-like creatures, inconspicuous but resilient, surviving in the shadows, biding their time until opportunity knocked. When dinosaurs vanished, in a cataclysmic event that reshaped the planet, mammals thrived and diversified, filling the ecological niches left vacant. Among them, primates evolved, a lineage destined for greatness. Adapted for life in the trees, finding refuge and sustenance in the forest canopy, with grasping hands and forward-facing eyes, crucial adaptations for navigating their arboreal world. Their growing brains were becoming more complex, allowing for more sophisticated problem-solving, and social nature set them apart, fostering cooperation and communication within their groups. From these early primates, our lineage would spring, a branch on the tree of life leading to humanity. The journey toward humanity was quickening, propelled by the forces of natural selection. Evolution favored intelligence, rewarding those who could learn and adapt, adaptability, allowing them to thrive in changing environments, and cooperation, enabling them to overcome challenges together. The stage was set for the next leap, a pivotal moment in our evolutionary history. The roots of our story run deep in the ancient forests, a testament to our connection to the natural world. The path to humanity was now unmistakable, though the journey was far from over. Our primate ancestors had set the course, their legacy shaping the future of our species. Africa's forests shrank, giving way to open savannas. Tree-dwelling primates faced new challenges as their habitats fragmented. Spending more time on the ground, they needed new ways to move. This pressure sparked the rise of hominins, our earliest direct ancestors. Creatures like Ardipithecus and Australopithecus began to walk upright. Bipedalism offered key advantages, seeing over tall grasses, spotting predators, and freeing hands for other tasks. Carrying food, tools, and infants became easier. Walking on two legs was energy efficient for long distances. Natural selection favored those who walked tall. Fossilized footprints in Laetoli, Tanzania, show upright walkers from millions of years ago. Lucy, the famous Australopithecus, reveals clear bipedal adaptations. These discoveries are windows into our origins. The shift to bipedalism was a defining moment. It set our ancestors apart from other primates. The journey to becoming human had taken a giant stride. Upright walking changed everything. It was the first step toward the modern human form. Our story was gaining momentum. As hominins evolved over vast stretches of time, their brains underwent a remarkable transformation, gradually growing larger and more complex. This increase in brain size was a key factor in the development of human intelligence and problem-solving abilities. Simultaneously, their hands became more skillful and dexterous, capable of manipulating objects with increasing precision. This enhanced manual dexterity paved the way for the creation and use of tools. The genus Homo emerged, marking a significant turning point in human evolution. This new genus would eventually give rise to modern humans. Among the earliest members of Homo was Homo habilis, handyman, who earned this moniker by making the first recognizable stone tools. These tools, though simple, represented a monumental achievement. These simple tools, crafted from stone, marked a profound cognitive leap, demonstrating an understanding of cause and effect and the ability to plan for the future. Tool use opened up access to new and previously unattainable food sources, like meat and marrow, providing essential nutrients. This richer diet, in turn, fueled further brain growth and development, creating a positive feedback loop that accelerated human evolution. Homo erectus followed, building upon the achievements of their predecessors and expanding their range across Africa and beyond. They crafted more sophisticated and standardized tools, like the iconic Acheulean hand axe, a testament to their increasing skill and ingenuity. This versatile tool tradition, characterized by its distinctive shape and widespread use, lasted for an astonishingly long period, over 1 million years. Then came another monumental breakthrough, the mastery of fire. Early humans, likely Homo erectus, learned to control fire, first by carefully harvesting it from natural sources like lightning strikes, and then by developing techniques to make it themselves. Fire provided warmth, offering protection from the cold and allowing humans to expand into colder climates. Furthermore, it granted them the ability to cook food, transforming the way they ate and obtained nutrients. Cooked food was significantly easier to digest, unlocking more calories and nutrients, and reducing the risk of foodborne illnesses. Fire also became a central social focus, a gathering place where people could come together to share stories, strengthen bonds, and transmit knowledge. These groundbreaking innovations fundamentally transformed how our ancestors lived, shaping their behavior, social structures, and ultimately their evolutionary trajectory. They were evolving beyond being just simple foragers. They were becoming skilled hunters, capable of taking down large game. They were also tool makers, constantly refining their techniques and creating new implements to solve problems. And they were fire keepers, entrusted with the vital task of maintaining this precious resource. Each discovery built upon the last, creating a cumulative effect that dramatically accelerated the pace of human evolution and cultural development. The seeds of ingenuity, planted long ago, were now taking firm root, promising a future filled with innovation and progress. Human creativity, once a mere spark, was now awakening into a full flame, driving the development of art, language, and complex social structures. The path to modern humanity, though still long and arduous, was now becoming increasingly clear, illuminated by the light of innovation and adaptation. Our ancestors were no longer passive inhabitants of their environment. They were actively shaping their world, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape, and paving the way for the future of humankind. Human evolution is marked by growing brains and new ways of thinking. Brain size tripled from early hominins to Homo sapiens, but structure and organization mattered even more. Planning, problem-solving, and communication flourished. Language likely began with gestures and calls, evolving into complex speech. Sharing ideas revolutionized cooperation and knowledge transfer. Early humans lived in small mobile groups, hunter-gatherers relying on teamwork. Social bonds and shared tasks were essential for survival. Other human species like Neanderthals and Denisovans also walked the earth. They were skilled, intelligent, and left traces in our DNA. Encounters between species shaped our genetic legacy. The human family tree had many branches. Understanding our relatives enriches our story. Cooperation, adaptability, and social living defined early societies. The roots of humanity were growing strong. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa, developing unique cognitive abilities. For millennia, Africa was our cradle, shaping our skills and cultures. Then, small groups began epic migrations out of Africa. Over tens of thousands of years, humans spread across the globe, into Asia, Europe, Australia, and the Americas. Each new land brought unique challenges, met with remarkable adaptability. New tools, hunting methods, and knowledge emerged. During these migrations, Homo sapiens met Neanderthals and Denisovans. Interbreeding left a genetic legacy in modern humans. Our story is one of connection and adaptation. Human ingenuity flourished in every environment. The global journey united us as a species. Our expansion was a triumph of resilience and creativity. The world was now our home. The human story had become global. What made Homo sapiens so successful? Our ancestors possessed advanced planning, symbolic thought, and creativity. This mental agility gave us a crucial edge. Tools became more sophisticated: spears, bows, fishing hooks, and sewing needles. Social organization grew more complex, with larger groups and long-distance trade. Rituals, burials, and art flourished, hinting at belief systems and shared culture. The Upper Paleolithic saw a burst of creativity: cave paintings, carvings, and personal adornment. Abstract thought and expression blossomed. These innovations laid the foundations of human society. The modern human spirit was emerging. Our capacity for beauty, meaning, and connection set us apart. The seeds of civilization were sown. Humanity's unique path was clear. Our story was accelerating toward the future. As the last ice age ended, the world transformed. Large game declined, but new opportunities arose with expanding forests and plant life. Humans responded with adaptability, finding new ways to thrive. The agricultural revolution began. People domesticated plants and animals. Farming provided reliable food, allowing permanent settlements. Villages grew into towns and cities. Populations soared. Surplus food led to specialized roles: artisans, leaders, and more. New social structures and hierarchies emerged. Writing, mathematics, and early science developed. Humans built monuments, irrigation systems, and expanded trade. Our impact on the planet grew. We became a dominant force, shaping the world on an unprecedented scale. Civilization was taking root. The seeds of modern society were sprouting. Humanity's ascent was unstoppable. The world would never be the same. Today, humans are a unique species capable of reflection, innovation, and global connection. Our evolutionary journey is a testament to resilience and adaptation, but our success brings responsibility. The Anthropocene, our age, means we shape Earth's systems. Climate change and biodiversity loss are challenges of our own making. Our future depends on wisdom and understanding our interconnectedness. Adaptability, cooperation, and resilience have always been our strengths. Diversity, biological and cultural drives progress. Understanding our past helps us shape a better future. We are part of a vast, ancient tapestry of life. The journey is far from over. Our shared story continues, written by each new generation.